we're going to get our vegetables together and just give them a good wash. Again, I like to try and support local as much as I can. So I got a butternut squash. I've got some red potatoes. These ones I got at Joann's. They're just the organic carrots, just whatever size. And then I am going to use an onion too for this one. So this was just one that I got from a local farmer as well.
Next, we're just going to wash all our vegetables that we've got just to rinse off some of the dirt and grime that's on them. I'm just using an eco-friendly kind of reusable plastic scrubber that you can get at Joann's. Alright, then just bring them all over to the cutting board and we're just going to try and chop them up roughly similar sizes so they can all cook evenly. Next, we're just going to chop up the butternut squash. Be careful with your fingers. This is extremely hard to do, depending on the type of squash that you have. And we're just going to peel the outside layer so that we can chop them into cubes without having any of that tough skin. I like to just have a bowl beside me at all times when I'm chopping up vegetables so I don't have to keep going back and forth to the compost. It makes life so much easier. Then we're just going to scoop out the seeds and kind of that slimy part of the squash so that we can chop up the butternut squash evenly. All right, then just mix all that in together so that they're all kind of evenly distributed into the two different pans we have going. Then I'm going to preheat my oven to 400 degrees and gather my spices. I've just got salt and pepper, some Herbamire, and some organic olive oil. Then out of my garden, I'm going to grab some fresh rosemary. All right, now you're just going to rub off any of the dirt from the rosemary that may have come on there from the garden. And we're just going to gather our local garlic and we're going to mince it with one of these handy dandy mincers. And then just kind of pull from the stem downward and you'll get all the little rosemary leaves off in your hand. And then we're just going to try and get them into a little bit of smaller pieces. So I find scissors work great for this. Next, we're just going to chop up about half an onion. If you like more, you can obviously put some more in, but I'm just going to do half for this. And I'm not going to do it too finely. I'm just kind of making half moons with the onion. And just kind of sprinkle those on top so they kind of disperse their flavor and get crispy on the top. Next, I'm just going to mix some organic olive oil into my rosemary and garlic and just kind of stir that around to make a bit of almost a marinade. Add some salt and pepper to that and give it a good stir. Next, we're just going to drizzle that on top, just kind of evenly distributing it all over the roasted vegetables. And I like to add just a little bit of the pink Himalayan salt on top And then we're just gonna really make sure that all the vegetables are nicely coated with that mixture. Then just place them in the oven about the middle rack. And take all your compost and place it in your composter.
All right, here they are. So what you are looking for again is nice and crispy roasted vegetables. So it probably took, I want to say, over an hour, but you just kind of keep checking them, like poke them with a fork, see if they're finished, kind of to what your crispiness of what you like for your family. And I did add a little bit more salt when I turned them around kind of midway, just to, because I thought that they needed a little bit more. Wonderful. So there you have it. Perfect roasted vegetables with some spices, some garlic, all that goodness in there. This is again a perfect recipe, a perfect side dish or main for a Thanksgiving dinner. You can also use these vegetables that you've roasted and make them into a harvest soup, or you can, it's perfect again, kind of really good hash that starts your day off for breakfast with just a fried egg on top. That makes for a really great way to start your day. I hope you enjoyed.